Hello friends, this is Anand Harsha. Once again, I'm with you on a new video lecture on Oracle 10G Basics. In the last video lecture, we consider the PLSQL block of code and the variables, how we can declare a variable and initialize a variable in the PLSQL block of code. Now today we are talking about the control statements in this today's video lecture. The control statements are those statements which controls the flow of the program. So basically these are of three types: conditional control, iterative control, and sequential control. But today we only discuss about the conditional control in this video. So let's check out this video, how this video will help you to understand the conditional control of control flow statements. Thank you. So now in today's video lecture, we will discuss about the control flow statement of PLSQL block of code. The control flow statements are basically of three types, that is conditional control flow statements, iterative control flow statements, and sequential control flow statements. But today we only discuss the first type of control flow statement, that is conditional flow statement. So in conditional flow statement, we firstly like to introduce the simple if statement. So simple if statements syntax is that if, then expression, and a then statement, and then execution block, and then and if. So every if statement has a and if statement. So now we are going to check this out with a program, simple program. So we are now connected with the terminal of Oracle 10G. So declare, I'm using a variable that is of number type and size is 2. I am declaring that to 10, and I am taking a second parameter that is b of number type, and that is of that's value is 5. So now I'm going to use the begin or execution section, and I'm using the if with an expression a is greater than b, then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line a is greater than b. So and if, and the end of the program with the end statement. So now the printing statement will set that a is greater than b. So this is the simple if statement. We already know about how to assign value at runtime in the PLSQL block of code, so why we are not using them. So let's check out this another program. We are taking two parameters from the runtime and making another program. Okay, so declare a number size 2 colon equals to ampersand a, b number size 2 colon equals to ampersand b. So begin section, if a is greater than b, then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line a is greater than b, and if, for this block only. So now we have to check another condition. If b is greater than a, it may also be possible. So if b is greater than a, then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line b is greater than a. So and of this also, so there are two separate if statements, simple if statement. One is checking whether a is greater, and one is checking whether b is greater. So we have to AND all the simple if statement with the AND if statement, and keep one thing in mind that the AND if statement has a space in it. So, and it is ended with a semicolon, and this is the ending of this program. So now the system is asking for the first value. I'm giving the first value as 10, and value for B I'm giving that value as 5. So now the A is greater. So now I'm executing this program at the second time to check whether the B is greater or not. So I'm giving A as 2 and B as 6. So now B is greater than A. So you can understand the simple if statement. Thank you all of you. So now guys, as we discuss about control statement, conditional control statements, and we discuss about simple if statement. Now we are discussing about the second conditional control statement, that is if then else statement. So the syntax, what it says: if expression, then executable statements, else some other executable statements, and if. So this is the simple syntax of the if then else statement. So now check this out, and we are taking the simpler program so that you can understand the if then else statement of the control flow statements. So we are taking that program as we discussed earlier, and we are making them into a single if then else statement, so that we can find A is greater than or B is greater than. So declare A number size 2 colon equals to ampersand A. I am taking the variable A from user at runtime. B number 2 size colon equals to ampersand B, and now we are going towards the begin section. If A is greater than B, then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line A is greater than B, and semicolon. Else dbms underscore output dot put underscore line B is greater than A, and semicolon. And if and of the program, and semicolon. Now I'm giving the value as A as 10 and B as 5. So A is greater than. So the now message is pointing towards the first condition of if block. The control will go to the if statement, and if it found A is greater than, then only execute the first statement of printing A is greater than B, and ignore that else block, and end of the program will be executed. So I'm executing this program second time, and I'm giving the variable A as 2 and variable B as 6, and the B is now greater than A. So now the execution of flow will be given to the else block, and the else statement, so execution statement will be followed in this program. So now so you can understand how if then else statement is executed here. Thank you all of you. So now as we are just doing the nesting of if statement. We already discussed about the simple if statement and then if else statement. Now we are doing the nesting of if statement. Nesting of if means if inside a if. So if you have to check a condition inside in a condition, that is called nesting of if. So we are taking a simple program of three numbers, and we are checking from the greatest among them. So it will be discussed in the notepad. So I have already created a program, so to utilize the time and better to discuss it and execute on the terminal. So let us take that example, nested of if declare. We have three variables: a number 2, that is 23, and b number 2 as 4, and c number 2 is 28. So as we know that c is the greatest number, and that is 28, we already know, but we will make it from the computer side or system side, which is the greater from among them. So I have declared a variable abc max, and that is a number of size 2. So this will be initialized according to the decisions of control statements, conditional control statements. So in begin section, first of all I'm checking the condition a is greater than b. Then I'm checking another condition, either a is greater than c. That means if both the conditions are true, that means a is greater than among all. So the result will be abc max equals to a. The else part is of nested of if else. This else is of this else is of this if part. So better to write them in a sequence so that you can understand which if is going to be first of all and if. So else abc max equals to c. So in the first condition, when this expression is true, then this control will be forwarded to this block. So a is greater than b, but if a is not greater than c, that means c is greater than a, and else abc max is c. So it is already understood that either a is greater than from that, or c is greater than. So abc max equals to c, and there is an and if of this if statement. So the else of the first main if block is this. So now we are checking the second condition. If a is not greater than b, then we are checking that b is already greater than a, and now we are checking b is greater than c or not. So if b is greater than c, then abc max equals to b, else abc max equals to c, and this and if is of this internal if block, and this and if is of main else, main if's end. So now dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, the greater is abc max. So let us try to copy this program to terminal. So right click on the top, edit and paste. So now I'm pressing the enter button. So now the procedure is successfully completed, and the greater number is 28. So this is the nesting of if statement. So now we are moving to the Elseif ladder. So Elseif ladder is a ladder of Elseif chain. So condition is checked inside a condition, and inside that condition also some another condition is checked. So this is called nested chain of if, that is Elseif ladder. So so one more thing I have to tell this, that this statement of the prior videos program that says dbms underscore output underscore line, the greater is abc max. Now in this statement you can see that there is a concatenation operator used. This double bar is a concatenation operator. Variable along with a string is concatenated at the printing statement. So we will use this in our program. So if elsif ladder, so for this nesting of ifs inside ifs, we use the elsif. Simply for elsif we are using this elsif, but in elsif ladder we are using the elsif as elsif. So please note that one thing in your mind, that elsif is written in PL/SQL block of code as elsif. So now we are making a program for elsif ladder. So I am on the terminal and declare I am using a n grade variable as number 6, and I am not initializing this at this time. L grade, and this is a character of size 2 and begin section, n grade column equals to 82 only. So I am initializing this n grade to 82. So now I am checking if n grade is greater than or equals to 95, then L grade column equals to, I am initializing this variable L grade at this if condition, and that is A plus, capital A plus. So I am giving the grade. Else if n grade is greater than or equals to 90, then L grade column equals to A only, and else if n grade is greater than or equals to 85, then L grade column equals to B plus. Else if n grade is greater than or equals to 80, then L grade column equals to B. Else part. Now we are going to the else part. L grade column equals to F for fail. So and if of the main if block, and there is a dbms underscore output dot put underscore line statement. The L grade is equals to L grade. We are concatenating all the string as with the variable L grade. So the concatenation operator, as I discussed with you earlier, that is double bar. So now this is the end of the program, and the L grade is B. So it is in the range of is greater than equals to 80, then it is equals to B. So this is the Elseif ladder, and it will check first of all, according to the flow of control, it will check n grade is greater than equals to 95 or not. So if it is true, then it will print A plus. else if it will go to this condition, else it will go to this condition, else it will go to this condition, and else this will go to fail. So if condition is true at the second point of execution or checking the condition, then it will execute and make the L grade to A and go to the DBMS statement, printing statement. So this is the Elsif ladder statement. I hope you will understand this program better when you are executing these programs on your terminals. Thank you, all of you. So guys, from this video you learn about the control flow statement. From this video you understand the basics of conditional flow statements, how they can help you to make programs of PLSQL using them. So this program in any case help you, please write to me on my comment section, like me, subscribe my channel, and let others know about this. And please, if you have any query, please write to me. The email address is given to the description section. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.